Man dies after being pulled into MRI by metallic necklace, accident at Nassau Open MRI. Tragedy struck when a man lost his life after being fatally pulled into an MRI machine, a stark reminder of the hidden dangers lurking in medical technology. On July 16, a 61-year-old man entered an unauthorized MRI room at Nassau Open MRI in Westbury, New York, while the machine was operational. The Nassau County Police Department reported that he was wearing a large metallic chain around his neck, which acted as a magnet for the MRI's powerful magnetic field. The chain was drawn into the machine, pulling him with it and triggering a catastrophic medical event. He was rushed to a local hospital but succumbed to his injuries the following day. This incident has sparked urgent conversations about safety protocols in diagnostic imaging facilities. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite clear warnings from institutions like the FDA and MRI centers themselves, such accidents remain alarmingly underdiscussed. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, explicitly states that MRIs generate a constant static magnetic field capable of attracting metal objects, ranging from small items like keys to heavy equipment like oxygen tanks. These projectiles can cause severe injury or even death if not properly screened. Nassau Open MRI's website emphasizes the need to remove all metallic items, including jewelry, dentures, and hearing aids, before scans. Yet, how often are these rules truly enforced? And this is the part most people miss: the magnetic force of an MRI is always active, not just during scans. As emergency medicine physician Dr. Kenneth J. Perry explains, you can't approach an MRI machine with anything magnetic without it being pulled in, no ifs, ands, or buts. The FDA reports that adverse MRI events are rare, with around 300 incidents annually in the U.S., most involving burns or projectile injuries. However, this tragedy underscores a critical gap in safety awareness. Dr. Perry highlights that MRIs differ from CT scans, which only emit radiation during imaging. With MRIs, the risk is constant, making strict pre-scan screening non-negotiable. Hospitals must implement robust protocols, he stresses. Zoning systems help categorize what's allowed in each MRI area, ensuring no metal enters the machine room. Yet, questions linger: could stricter pre-scan checks prevent such accidents? Should patients be required to sign waivers acknowledging these risks? For those with implanted devices or medical accessories, the stakes are even higher. The FDA warns that MRIs can pull on magnetic materials, causing dangerous movement of implants. While MRIs are invaluable for capturing detailed images of the brain, spinal cord, or pregnant abdomen without radiation, this case serves as a sobering caution. As Dr. Perry concludes, MRI is a life-saving tool, but only if we follow the rules. The tragedy in New York raises a haunting question: how many other near misses go unreported? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think current safety measures are enough, or does the industry need stricter oversight? Tragic MRI incident: wife speaks out after husband's death. The tragic story of a Long Island man who lost his life in a shocking MRI accident has come to light, and his wife is now speaking out, placing blame on the technician operating the machine. His body went limp, expressed a heartbroken Adrienne Jones-McAllister during an emotional interview with News 12 Long Island, her voice trembling with grief. He went limp in my arms, and this haunting moment keeps replaying in my mind. Keith McAllister, aged 61, suffered fatal injuries in this unusual incident that occurred on a Wednesday afternoon at the Nassau Open MRI facility in Westbury. Adrienne, who was there for a knee imaging procedure, shared that her husband often accompanied her during these appointments to assist her in getting up from the MRI table. On that fateful day, she recalled a moment of lightheartedness as she and the MRI technician were sharing a laugh just before the tragedy struck. In that instant, the machine switched him around and pulled him in, she recounted, her voice filled with disbelief. In a frantic attempt to save him, both Adrienne and the technician struggled to free Keith from the machine, but their efforts were in vain. The technician dropped the ball on this one, she asserted, emphasizing that her husband's large 20-pound chain, which he wore for weight training, was not a new sight for the staff. They had discussed it before. The powerful magnetic field generated by MRI machines is known to attract metal objects with incredible force, posing serious risks. Not only can these objects be pulled in, but they can also heat up, leading to potential burns for the patient. Tragically, Adrienne revealed that her husband suffered multiple heart attacks as a direct consequence of this incident, which ultimately led to his untimely death. This heartbreaking event raises critical questions about safety protocols in medical imaging facilities. How could such a preventable tragedy occur? What measures are in place to ensure that patients are not exposed to such dangers? These are the discussions that need to happen, and we invite you to share your thoughts. Do you agree with Adrienne's assessment of the technician's responsibility? Or do you think there are other factors at play? Let us know in the comments.